main thing, and we have to see the more number of installations in the plugin. That is the section. And users, I said already, we'll discuss once again. So see, simultaneously, if you want to give permission to somebody who can manage your website simultaneously, then you can give the user permission here. Simply, you have to create a new user here. Okay, you have to add a new user. That username, like that email ID, you'll be mentioning for him. A username and password will be going on. That means simultaneously, both of them can easily handle the website at same time. Okay, and here tools. Now it will work as a toolkit. Some of the plugins which will function as a tools, it will be available on the tool under section here. And if I scroll down, I have some settings here. Different settings I have: general, reading, writing, discussion, media, and permalinks. In this, the main thing is the permalinks only. That means if you want to make your URL SEO friendly, then we'll be going into permalinks here. In this permalinks, we'll be selecting the URL type, like how the URL should be, how the URL string should be. That we'll be taking from here. The better thing is the post name. That means if you select the post name, simply it will have the normal URL which will represent the SEO optimized. Okay, this post name. Got it? Okay. So in the previous sessions, I have created one blog and I have created one page. Did you remember that? We have a category called blog, and in the pages I have created one page, that is contact us. So here, contact me, I created this one. So first, any website, first we have to have a wireframe, like a design which is already available with us. Like with the help of that, we'll be designing easily. So for any website, the header and footer part will be the same. If you go to any page of the website, like it may be home page, about us page, service page, and contact page, any page you go, header section and footer section will be the same. We have seen the structure of HTML previously. We have seen. Did we saw the structure of HTML previously? Yes. Okay. Fine. So in the structure, head we have seen, body we have seen, footer we have seen. The head section means here the logo part and the menu part. So first we'll analyze the header section, then we'll go to the footer section, then we'll see the body part. Okay, how to design these sections we'll see. First we'll go with the header part. To do the header part, maximum excuse me, maximum will go for appearance and customization. Okay, from appearance and customize. From here only we can customize the header part of the website. That may be logo, that may be site icon of the website, or that may be menu part. If menu is already created. If not, we have to create a menu and we have to customize in the header part. So here, this global part we have seen already. The color combination, the typography, the button colors, these sections we have seen. Previously, like in the yesterday class, I have changed the color of this button also. So in the header part here I have site identity. The same logo I can see here. That means previously you will have, see, when we are installing WordPress, there we have given site title and tagline. Here you can see in the left hand side bottom, site title and tagline. So previously this will be available. Okay. And here a display site title type, a button, like a box is there, checkbox is there. If we are ticking this, then automatically these two sections will be available on the screen. Okay, on the left hand side on the logo part. See here you can see under the image of the logo, I can see something, my name. Okay, so if I remove the tick box, automatically it will not be available. Okay, so in place of this text thing, we have uploaded an image with a logo, like a image format in the like a logo format. Okay, so here there are different kinds again. A retina logo we have, a mobile devices logo we have, different kind of logos we have. That means if you upload a retina related, that means if the color combination is bad with the logo, like odd colors are available, then it will not make effect on the eye of the user. Okay, we have seen now we got TVs also, retina TVs. That means it will not make effect on our eyes. So the same thing. And if you want to give a logo for mobile devices separately, then you can give it from here. Okay, you can give it from here. Simply you have to select mobile logo. I'll select a logo from here. I'm selecting a logo here. Okay, choose image. So this is the logo. Now, whenever user visits with the web with the mobile, now he can see a different logo. Like, see, the logo will be the same, but the sizes may change, or the sometimes if you want to show a different logo on mobile, a different logo on mobile for the mobile users, then you can change a different logo. But my option, my suggestion, don't go with the different logos. Try to use the same logo with the same color and everything. Because user should not get confused. Like if he visits the desktop version or he visits the mobile version also, he should not be confused. User experience should be good. Okay. So the section here, just publish this one. Just I have uploaded a retina logo. I'm publishing this one. This is only for logo. And the top we discussed site icon. Here in the top of the browser, a small icon is there. This is called site icon. And technical terms in digital marketing, we call it as favicon. Okay, those who want to learn or those who are learning digital marketing, they'll have an idea. So favicon. Here, if I scroll down, I can see here a site icon. This is a site icon here. Now site icon, for logo, the size will be 180 by 60. 180 will be the width and 60 will be the height. Now depends. Sometimes it may go to 160 also, 160 and 80. Now depends upon the theme design. You can select the size of the logo, but not more than 180 and 60. Okay. So here the site icon size is 512 and 512. That means it will be in a square format. Now this square format image will be uploading as a site icon, and this will be available in the top of the browser. The same icon you can see here, this one. Okay. So after giving this, you have to publish, then these sections will be available here as a logo and a site icon. Up to here, is it clear? Fine. So I'll go back again. I can go back here or I can cross this one. But if I want to use more properties under the customize, then I have to simply go back from here. Then I can see the rest of the properties here. Primary header I have, primary menu I have, transparent header I have. See, now this menu part got over. On the right hand side, I have menu here. After the logo, the right hand side section, I have menu. Now this menu, if already it is designed, then I can go here, I can select blindly. But first I have to make that pages to be created and make that convert into the menu. Then I can show there. So for that, I'll go to the appearance part again, appearance part in the dashboard, where we have went for the customization section. So here we went for customization. Here we did a logo part and site icon part. Now I'll go to menus here. This one, see here, in this menu, I have only one section or one page, which is the home page, which I can see from the front end of my website. This is the one home page. And this is a button. This is not a menu icon. This is a button. I'll tell you how it will be. Okay. So only home I have, and I want to add this contact me page, which we have created on the previous workshop. Add to menu. Okay. And we have categories also. We have think somebody is poking me with a message. So please change the logo of yours and create another by taking pic from Google. Okay, fine. Will do. After completion of this menu, we'll do that. So here, categories we have. Here I'm selecting a blog, add it to menu. So this one I have. If I want to show it in the middle, simply drag and drop this one. Just drop it and just save it. This one got saved. Here I'll go, I'll refresh here. So I got blog and contact us here. Three sections I have now. Okay, three sections I have. So this is the menu section, how to create and how to do. And in the menu also, if you want to have any drop downs, see, for example, I want to show a blog under the home. Simply drag it in the right hand side. When you drag it in the right hand side, you can see some boxes, dashed box in the background. So that means now this box is will become a drop down. If I drop this one into this check boxes, okay, if I'm dropping here, see what is happening. It is telling like sub item. Sub item is nothing but a sub menu of the menu. Okay, so here, if I go to the website here, if I refresh, I can see a drop down here. If I go on this by hover, I can see a blog which is available in the drop down. Okay, so by default, the design is by default, it is white and text is also white. That means menu text I have to change to some other color. So if I'm changing into black, what will happen? Then again on my the home screen, this will have some like some odd like see already I have a background image in that upon that background image I have a shade black shade I have with transparent thing. On that I have a text with a white color. So if I change this one to black, then obviously it will not look good on the home page, but it will look good on this submenu thing. So by default, the theme is not like not that much good, which I'm expecting. Okay, so scroll down here, simply make it as the direct menu and save. Now what we'll do now, Rahul suggested me to change the logo in the front end. So we'll do that. I'll go to this customize here. So here header section I'm going, site identity. So here this one will remove this and I'll remove this also, mobile one also. So this one I'm selecting a logo. So these all logos are available inside my WordPress. So I'll upload a file from here, select a file. From the system I'm selecting. That means I'll download from the Google and I'll select from here. Anyway, the same. I'll go to desktop version here. So here I have some images which are showing. Think that this is a logo. Okay, think that this is a logo. I'm selecting this. Open. So this logo, when you upload, it should show in the right hand side also as a snapshot. Select. So here, the exact cropping you have to do. That means the better you crop, the better size you get. Why? Because I have not selected any size. By default, I have selected an image. This may be a bigger one also, more than 180 or more than 60 also it will be. So I'm just cropping nearby. Just crop this image. See this one, this image we got here in the logo section. Is it clear, Rahul? Rahul, I'm waiting for your reply.
Okay, sir.
Hello. Hello. Mr. Rahul
Hello,
Rocks, you
sir.
are busy.
No, sir. It's connection busy.
Okay, okay,
Connection problem,
fine.
sir.
Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
I have not saved it, just I uploaded it. I'll publish this one, I'll show in the website also. Just published it and I'll refresh this in the website. Okay, is it clear now?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so see, now it is looking like a patch actually. So that means this background white color should not be there. Exactly whatever you want to show, you have to show. So that is what the logo is. See, if I go to this DMM Academy, then you can recognize the things better. See here, you can see the logo exactly whatever we want to show as a logo, we are showing. It is not having any patch in the background. If it has a patch in the background, it will look like a sticker. It will not look that much good. It will look like an odd thing. So better to save image in the PNG format. The people who know Photoshop, they can do better in the PNG formats. Okay, so this one, in this way, the logo should be, background should be transparent. It should show the background. See, even it may be this here in the gaps, you can see, I can see the blue background again. So in this way, the logo should be. So here I'll remove this logo. I don't want this. I'll select a logo, which is the old logo, which is available here. I'll select this. This I'll go. Okay, fine. Select. I think this is a big logo here. I don't want this one. I'll cross this. I'll go with a small logo. Fine. No power. Okay. I think today is a very bad day. We don't have that much good internet connection. I just know power went off. Going bad. Select a logo. This one I want. Select. Okay, again the same thing. No small logos here. Big logos I'm getting. Small logo I want. This is what the small logo is. Okay, here I have this. Just crop it as much you want. Exactly. This one. This one. Exactly. Yeah. So crop. Fine. Just publish this one. Published. So I'll go here and I'll refresh it. You should get a new logo here. Okay. So we got a logo, we got a menu section. Both the sections we got. So in the like here, this button by default you will get from theme. It is a theme design. That means theme is suggesting or theme is giving you a button there by default. Now, if you want to change this button, if you want to change that button, then see this home page you have to edit with Elementor. Okay, this you can change only with Elementor. Okay, so for that you have to go edit with Elementor here, not edit with Elementor also. You see, if that is supporting Elementor, we'll do. If not, we'll do one other process. Voice is not clear. Is everyone facing the same problem? Voice. Is my voice is clear to everyone?
Clear, sir.
Okay, I think Satish is getting some problem. Satish, please check your connection. Maximum people are okay with that. Okay. So here, I can't see this button here. No issue. Okay, we don't have a button here. So I have to go here in this section. So here, when I'm editing in the customization part, when I'm hovering, here you can see some edit symbol is there. An edit symbol you are getting. That means for this button, we are getting an edit symbol. If you click on this, here in the left hand side, you can see sign up for video course. The same content you have in the button. Okay, if I don't want this button also, simply disable the button. Simply disable the button. The button will get disabled. Okay. I think the menu is getting disabled. And last item in the menu, I don't want button. Here, none. If I select none, then no button will be there. Button will be gone. Okay. If I want to show a search option here, I can show a search option here. I can show a button. I can show it may be a HTML or text format, or it may be a widget also I can show. For example, think that I want to show what I want to show, any property, any plugin, which is an extra thing or animated thing. I have installed it and I want to show, then I can show easily. Okay. So here I'll go with button here. So on this button, I have sign up for video course. Now this is the link I have given. Okay. So as of now, we don't have any video course on our DMM Academy's website. In future, we'll have a video course. That means in future, you can buy a video course from DMM Academy. Okay. And that will be very reasonable price. Will not go that much high. Just publish here. So I'll go back this, exit to dashboard. Okay. Exit site. So this is a section. Any doubts in the header part from anyone? We have seen how to make the logo, how to make a site icon, how to convert the pages and categories into menu, and we have seen the button also. The button text we can change, the button color we can change, button we can give the link also. If I click on here, simply it will go to that particular website which we have redirected. Okay. So fine. Rishita Mamata. Mamata, you are from Motinagar? Okay, I don't know some of the students' name. Tomorrow I'll confirm in the class. Fine. Fine. So now what we'll do, we'll see the footer. We'll see how to do the footer part. Now header part got completed and we'll go with the footer part. Why? Because for any website, if you go, see, for example, if I want to go to contact me page also, the same header I'll have, the same header. Okay, see, now I'm in the contact page. I can see the header section, the same header I have. That means header will be the same, footer will be the same every time. So if you change the footer, simply you'll get the things better. So for that, to make the footer section happen, we have an option in appearance, that is widgets. Okay. So with the help of widgets, we can make footer. Okay. If from widgets, if you are not getting that one, if from widgets, see, okay, I got a power now. Okay, so see here in the widgets part, I can see 4 columns here. The two columns, they are available on the widgets part here. That means they are from themes, they are from plugins. The which all sections which are available inside the WordPress, they are available in the 2 columns, and these 2 columns are from the theme. That means we can implement these 2 sections in these 2. Okay, so here already I have the main sidebars, search and calendar. I don't want this, I'll remove this. This is the main sidebar, this is not a footer section. Okay, this is the header section. Header we already did. If separately, if you want to show something on header, we can drop here. But according to theme, we don't know whether it will show or not also. Okay, so here mainly we'll go for the footer widget area. So before going to that, first we'll analyze the footer part in the website. Refresh this. I'll go to this footer section here. See here I have 4 footers. Footer widget area 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sections I have. So in these 4 sections, we'll fill something. So in the footer widget area, we'll fill with a text file. We'll go with the text file. We'll drop a text file here. So this text file, I want it in the footer widget area 1. I can select from here, or I can drag and drop the property. Any way I can go. So I'm selecting directly from here, widget area 1, I want a text file. So here I got a text file here. Okay. So here I'll write about me. Okay, about me. Why? Because this is my personal blog. I'm writing about myself. Okay. Hello. This is digital marketing trainer, consultant in Hyderabad. Okay, so this is my introduction. I have 7+ years of experience. Years of in training, only in training. Till now, I have trained, I think 1200, I think so, more than 1200, we'll go with 1200. 1200 plus students. 1200 plus students. For more details, not for 4 minutes, just no, that's it. For digital marketing services and training, you can reach me okay on my contact number. Okay, now this is the introduction of myself I've given in this short period. Say, so this is the one, this is in the footer one. So everything, whichever you do, just go and check in the website whether it is coming or not. Fresh. Okay, so about me, I got hello. Okay, so after hello, we'll give some space. Fine. So here, digital marketing. I'll do one thing, digital marketing course and services I'll give so that I can make a backlink of the anchor text. I want to make a backlink. I'm simultaneously doing the SEO part. That means, see, whenever you will design a site, you have to analyze what you are going to do in SEO also. So digital marketing course, this one I want to link to DMM Academy. So I'm doing this. Now this is a part in digital marketing. If you have an idea, then that is better. If not, you have to learn digital. So here for this website, I'm linking here. Yeah, here I'm saving here. I got a link now, digital marketing course. Just simply save. Okay. So this one I got. So here if I refresh, you can see hand symbol you are getting. This is a link here. This is not a link. Only this is a link. Digital marketing course is a link. That's it. Okay. This is the footer one. Now we'll do the footer two also. We'll do the footer two also. So for that, now in footer two, what we'll do? We'll add a menu item again. Navigational menu we have. The main sidebar. Navigational menu. Okay. I'll drop this menu. Previously, the footer one I have selected from there. Navigational menu to your sidebar. Is it navigational menu or main menu? Okay, navigational menu only. So this menu I'm taking into footer widget area. See, simply drag that one and simply drop it here. Okay, just drop it here. And I'm selecting the menu here. Menu. Okay. Just giving a name. Okay. Save. Now if I go to website, if I refresh, in the second footer I have to, yes, main links I got. Okay. And in the third footer, what will show? Third footer, what will show? Will show okay, will show social media icons, will show social media. So for that, if social media available in the section, we can do that. Okay, I don't have any social media here. We'll add a plugin for social media. So before adding into that, I'll complete this footer 4 also. In this footer 4, I want to show a location map. So for that, see, I'll go with the text. Here I'm using only widgets to create a footer. I'm not using any Elementor. Okay, for some themes, these widgets will not be available. For that, you have to go to appearance and you have to have a header and footer blocks. From there you have to do. For this theme, that option is not available. Okay, so here I am selecting a text file for the footer 4, for the footer 4, I'm selecting add widgets. And here I want to show Google Maps location of my address, or it may be my listing on Google Maps. Okay, so for that, I have to go to Google Maps here. These are Google Maps, and so here I'll search for the name. So this one I'm searching. Okay, so here I have a share option. I'll go with this share option here. Internet connection again. Okay, embedded map. Are you getting my voice? Is my voice is clear? Copy this HTML code and
Clear, sir.
okay. So copy this HTML code, go to widgets part. Here I want to show a footer in, I want to show a Google Maps in the footer part. So for that, I'll go with the text option here, not with the visual. I'll go with the text. See, when I'm in visual, I can see a bold, italic, and some bullet points with thing, and with the numbers, number listed, and the link. If I go with the text, now I got a different section. Now these are HTML related code. So why? See, why? Because we have taken a source code in Google Maps. Now that is a HTML code. So that's why we are changing here the format. See, in SEO quick, like in SEO, iframe will have one subject. There it will suggest if your iframe is not good, your SEO will not perform. Okay, so that is a section there. Here I can see this iframe here, and if I click on visual, if I can see a map here, that means I can get a map in the website in the footer part. Okay, so save this section here. Simply go back to the website. Okay, so I'll go down. So here in the footer 4, I want the Google Maps. I'll refresh this. Okay, I got a Google Maps here. So for this, we have to give a heading also. Reach us or reach me. I can go reach me. This one I can do better. See here, uh, if I go with text, here I can see the size, width and height. Height is 450, but by default, in the footer, you can't increase the size of the map. You can't increase the size. If that is in the normal page, you can increase the size of the map. Why? Because already this is coded. Already this is coded. This theme got coded. CSS is already done. They will specify only particular space for that particular column, so that we can't change. If we are giving 1000 also, the height will not change. It will be fixed. Okay. So here I can give, if I'm giving also, it will not come. So no use of that one. I'll go with this text and this footer widget area about me. I'll take this one here. Okay. Save.